Look at her. That new leaf. Now, this Alocasia purple Longiloba. This leaf came out first part of the summer. The history with this plant, what I'm finding is you have one good leaf, one crap leaf, one good leaf, one crap leaf, one good leaf, and then I suspect a crap leaf. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sherry at Sherry's Leaves. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, you honor me. So this is January 1st, 2026, and Happy New Year to you. I have been lounging almost all day, and I am like so tired. And I'm not tired, I'm kind of emotionally depleted. But I needed to get up and check my plants, and I thought I'd take you around with me to see what we need to do, or if I need to water anything, adjust anything, squirt anything. So if you're interested in that, why don't you come check out some of my plants. I wanted to take a look at and see who's dry and who isn't, because I don't remember who I watered last. I don't feel like these are going to need watered. Okay, well, I might be wrong. You see that? Definitely needs watered. And my clary here is growing. But you see here, there it's really wet, so it's kind of hard to know. But he's growing. You see this flower? Let's see if I can move in here. That flower, and I don't know, but I think that's another flower next to it, but I can't swear to it. This is the first growth since moving this plant to no drainage. So I'm happy about that. I'm seeing more growth now, slowly, on my no drainage guys. Now that they're coming out of their shock. You see this root down here? Look at that. It's beautiful. So because this shows wet on one side, not wet on the other, I am going to look at, wow, look at that root. And that is just incredible. This looks dry to me. You see how down here, I don't know if you can tell, but there's no water or remnants of water down here. Now, that's okay. But if the substrate is not wet, that's a problem. But this shows wet, so I'm going to wait a couple more days before I give that plant a drink. Actually, I think that might be a leaf. You can tell, look at this. I think that's a leaf. I can't wait. All right, so let's turn him back around. I know I've already watered this one, and because I did a plant tour already, I'm not going to identify each one of these leaves. You guys can check that plant tour out if you want. And look at this guy. So my problem here is, what I perceive as a problem is, look at how short this leaf is. And look at how tall the leaf that it's coming out of. I don't know what's going on here. Why? I guess maybe it'll take some time. I don't know. But I have to ask, why is it not growing taller? I guess it is growing taller because, I mean, just 2 days ago, this leaf wasn't even fully out yet. But I had to spray it to get this leaf unhooked here at the end. Because it's winter time here, they're stuck more. But look at those roots, guys. Look at those roots. I don't think there's anything needed here. This soil is still wet, I can tell. It's not probably real wet, but okay, yeah, it's definitely dry there, isn't it? Whew! Sometimes tree fern gives off the look of, you know, it needing to get, you know, it was like the look of it's wet, but it's really not. All right. I think also, turn your background this way, it's too heavy. So the moss is very wet. Well, I wouldn't say very wet. It's very damp. So I'm not too concerned about watering this plant just yet. Maybe another 2 days. My Michelle here is already dry, and I feel like I just watered her. Jeez. Yep. You guys are swinging all around. I don't know what this gimbal's doing, but it's not much fun. And you can see here she's growing. So we got a flower coming out here, which means a leaf is going to follow. I'm not sure where. And this is the first sign of life since repotting this to no drainage. This is my Fort Sherman Pap Cross Fort Sherman. But look at the roots that are growing down in there, guys. It's loving life in that. It just takes a while after changing them to wherever you repot them. And you see that one's very wet. I remember watering this not too long ago. That's good. It's my Regal. She's good. A lot of these I remember watering, so I probably won't look at every one of them. Now this is the one that I wanted to repot, but I didn't because of that new leaf. She needs watered, I think. This one dries out so fast. Oops. Oh, put that one over here. This guy's still wet. This one, shockingly, since putting it into no drainage, I haven't had to water it more than once. And it's still close to wet. But if you see here, we got growth. We've got the new leaf and we got a flower, I think, coming out. That one's okay. I think this one is gonna need, and this one was I was worried about this one because see here, it shows wet. Now I watered this, I think, twice since repotting it. You see how dry it looks on top? And it's hard to tell from here, but it's a little wet, I can tell, on the side. But the good sign here is we've got a flower coming out. So that means she's growing again. That's good. And you see how wet this is? With all the tree fern fiber, we don't need to water this one. Now, my monsteras can always be watered. I feel like they're always needing water, but look at this. I just saw it. I'm so happy about that. So happy about that. Not sure yet what I'm going to do about that moss pole, but obviously I'm going to have to upsize it soon. Here I put this one in this pot. This is my mom's pot. And I thought it would look nicer this way. And you can see here, very dry. I'm gonna add a couple more pots, I think, today. What's misleading about this is, you know, the moss is wet, you know, because a lot of times I'll wait till the moss is actually dry and then water it, but because these plants are actively growing, you see that there? I see something here starting to come out. I'm gonna go ahead and water this one. I can't get that out with holding you guys. This one looks, yeah, this one's plenty wet, plenty wet. I know this one's plenty wet. I'm pretty sure, look at this new leaf. I had to cut the other leaves because these were growing under them. This plant's not doing great. And I think it's because I have two of them in here. So I may just get rid of this one altogether and have this one. But we'll see. I'm not ready to make that call yet. But this is still heavy. I think this one's still wet. No, not too much. Okay. So I think maybe she needs a little bit more water, but then you could pull it out and you have this. Kind of a guesswork. I'm gonna say I'm gonna hold off because I see this moisture down here. I don't know. There's not much down in the leca, that's for sure. Okay, I don't want to hurt that cute leaf. This one has water all the way up to here, so I'm not even going to bother checking that. I know I just watered these here the other day. I don't know if I've watered the Delta Force for a while. Okay, that one does need some. Okay, I thought maybe it did. The queen always needs water, but I feel like not yet. She's still moist. The moss is still pretty soft. I don't wait for the moss to dry, just so you know. I see a growth point here. Is that a growth point? I don't know. So I said this one needs watered, right? Yeah. Oh, it's hard to do this one-handed, guys. I'm pretty sure these guys, because they don't get full light, they don't need water yet. They all got watered probably 4 or 5 days ago, if memory serves me right. Now this one dries out fast. So he needs some water. This is still real heavy. We got wetness here. Got a new leaf coming, which is good. I'm not touching it. Guys, I did it again, by the way. I pulled out a leaf, tried pulling out a leaf. It was coming out and my KOS hybrid, and I pulled it right off. So angry. Let me show you which one it was. It's this plant here. It was not here, but I noticed that it was stuck. A leaf was right here yesterday, and you might be able to see it right there. And yours truly tried to help it out and pulled the sucker right out. I was so angry. Why do we do that? Hey, we got growth here, do we? Or is this growth? Yeah, look, I got a growth on this one. Good. So this one, this video hasn't come out yet. Well, it will be by the time you see this one. But this is another repot I did to no drainage. And this is the brown derby. DocBlock brown derby cross purple rain. And it had some root rot, and I did a lot of chopping. So I've been concerned about it. Now this says it's still wet. And so we'll just trust it because my memory's shot. I don't know one day the next what plant I've watered anymore. I guess that's what happens as we age. So this says moist. Now, good news is my little Ripsalises are loving water again now that I've had them acclimated to my house. When I first got them, I thought I was going to kill them. Because they were, I guess I overwatered them and, didn't give them that acclimation time. Here's another leaf. Yay. Don't pull it, Sherry. Don't pull it. Don't do it. I'm glad I'm getting another leaf finally on this plant. I think it just, guys, it just takes time. We just have to give our plants time. They aren't under our constraints, even though we'd like to think they are. I've got some new growth on this one starting to come. What about this guy? These guys this one seems dry to me. Sit down. You're probably getting dizzy. But I have no other way to do this unless I took every plant to you, and I don't feel like that's a good solution for a video like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know my Pally doesn't need water. Look at this, guys. Look at that leaf. She just started unraveling and she's already probably 12 inches long. She's going to be a beauty. Look at that root. She's loving no drainage. Just loving it. Now, this one, okay, I gotta make sure I don't. This guy here, I feel like I watered, but he looks pretty dry. See the tree fern fiber, how dry it looks? I feel like this one's gonna need water. So let's Again, I apologize. I'm not paying attention to you when I am holding my plants and trying to sit down. It's just not a good combination. Yeah, so this says it's moist. So that's not bad, but that's enough that I'm going to water today. I will be so happy to get all of these in no drainage eventually. I'm starting to get the hang of it now. Pretty sure I need to get down on my carpet here. I'm pretty sure that these don't need water. I'm going to stop this a second. All right, easier this way. Look at her. That new leaf. Now, this Alocasia purple Longiloba. This leaf came out first part of the summer. The history with this plant, what I'm finding is you have one good leaf, one crap leaf, one good leaf, one crap leaf, one good leaf, and then I suspect a crap leaf. You see, that's where this little leaf here was the crap leaf that came out. From some unknown reason, it came out this way before I repotted this plant into a narrow, tall, no drainage. I'm not going to say that replanting this pot in this a taller, thinner pot helped until the next leaf that comes after this one. If I can get, which this looks like like it's going to be a bigger leaf than typical. If I can get one after this one, then I can tell you that these guys like tall, narrow pots. I do believe they like no drainage, but I also believe they like anything that's going to give them moisture at all times, so it doesn't have to be no drainage to do that. So we'll see. We shall see, but I'm anxiously awaiting for this leaf, because what happens with these, if you don't have one, this is what happens over time with the beautiful leaf. I don't know why. Maybe it's still just too new. I mean, it's not even, I mean, I got this as a baby this summer. So maybe that's it until it becomes more of a mature plant as these leaves grow. Hopefully it grows out of that. But that right there, every older leaf on this plant, it just kind of disintegrates. It just disintegrates and discolors like that over time. And that's before I went to no drainage. So, yeah, I love this plant though. I just wish that the leaves lasted longer. I do not need to water that one. The next one, I keep this one here down in the humidity tray. But it's not really humid. It's not really humid. It's 34% humidity right now, and I have it open, and it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So I really keep it in there just to block the air. And I do, let me stop this here. Wish I could show you. So this is where I'm talking about. This is just that little purse case you can buy on Amazon, which is nice. This is where I keep the pink black velvet. And look at that leaf that's coming out already. This leaf here was last one, and that That never did get very big, so I'm hoping that this one will. We've got a corm showing up here, but this one definitely needs watered. I can tell without just looking at it, so we'll water this one. How is this guy doing? This is the only king of spades I have left. See how it grows? Look at that dumb thing. I mean, guys, why? Here it is right here. Why? Why does it grow that way? Why just? And this is the other one that the leaf fell off. I mean, I just don't understand why. It's the silliest thing ever. This is the last one. This is it, guys. This is it. I know I've told you that before. I'm just so done with it. Okay. I believe these are all okay. We don't need to water. Now this guy's not happy at all. Looks dry to me, but I can't swear to it. I'm going to take this leaf off here. One of the tag questions that Wildfern asked is what your plant chores look like. So you're getting a good look at what plant chores look like in my world. Now, I would normally have music on, but I can't do that with YouTube because if it hears it, it'll give me a copyright notice. So we don't have music when I record. I'm going to say this one's good for now because I know I just watered these. Yeah. What I am concerned about are these yellowing. Now, these are original leaves. I don't expect original leaves to hang around long at all, but I have been experimenting with a... it's a CalMag iron supplement. So not to say that's this, but I don't know how these plants were treated before they got here, right? So I could be overdoing it. But this is the newest leaf, and it's okay. It's just now hardened off, so I'm not too worried. And look at that root. So I'm not too worried. This one looks kind of dry. Yeah, so that's pretty dry. We had ice on our porch today. My dogs slipped, which was scary. So I put a huge carpet out there for them on the porch so that when they take off running, they don't slip. Okay, so see now this side shows really wet. So the other side showed moist. So we're just gonna leave this one alone. I got burned out writing all of the watering dates in my spreadsheet. So now I just wing it. This plant is on the docket to throw out. This is the Alocasia pink bambino. It started growing this leaf. And then what happened was I watered it, and you see how all this lost its color? That told me I watered it too soon. And so it soaked up too much water. So I don't know if this plant's going to make it. I'm just kind of tired of it, but it's not hurting anything yet. And I want to see if that leaf comes out first. But something tells me based off the tips that I've kind of toasted those leaves or that leaf, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know why it hates water so much, because like right now it's completely dry. It's completely dry. And if I water it again, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like that, I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. I really should water it. I mean, it's dry. Let's see, this guy, he loves his new pot. I put this one up this one to a tall vessel not long ago. Okay, it's still wet. The roots weren't tall enough or long enough for this pot, so I know not to water it if it's still wet at the bottom. But this makes me happy right here. Now I see that the roots are growing and they're going to work their way down, so that's great. They'll soak up the water. Oh, and look at there. If you can see it, yeah, right there. This baby plants. Now my cactus puppies, let's look at these. I haven't watered these for a while, and he said that I should spritz them every day, but I don't know. You know? Oop. I don't see anything. Is that the right side? No, that wasn't the right side, Sherry. I feel like they're pretty dry. So, this is just plain tap water. Makes me nervous back here, putting my hands back here. And let's look at the, I think this is still wet. These are the 9 Alocasia candarusicorms right there. Just gonna squirt a little bit on them. Keep all of these in these little domes. No, I keep all these locked, these lids, so there's no hole, the holes are closed. Since there's no humidity in this house, these guys need as much as they can get. So, I'm not going to show you these because this is a project. You just have to wait to see these little guys. As Jean would say, hee hee. Well, I better be careful because I'm about ready to knock them off. One nice thing about this gimbal is it's stuck on my face, so you can't see what I'm doing. So, because I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys, I think that you'll like this. For this plant, I am going to open for some humidity or for some air. What worries me is the little leaf is going to get too wet, so we'll do that for a while. Secrets, guys, secrets. It makes you come back, see? Okay, so now let's look at my cactuses. The newest ones have not been watered yet. So I'm going to go ahead and water them now. I'll put the names on the screen because I just lost what the name of this was. So this is the first time it's being watered, and I'm only going to do just a little bit. Carlos told me I have to wait at least 10 days to 2 weeks, and it's been 10 days since it's come, as well as this one. Okay, I'm not going to pick that up, but, well, I'm kind of, see how it shakes back there? It really worries me. So I'm just going to do this. We're just going to water it this way for now. This is what I love about these cacti, these Gymnocalyciums. The water just goes right to the roots. And I don't want to overwater. I just want to water enough because it's been quite a few days since they came to me. So that's 1, 2, 3, and this one, 4. Typically, this is how I water anyways. All of these got head watered this week. And now that those have been done, you know, we'll just see how it goes. So these two, this is a black widow foal. I think this is the one that's premium. This is a hybrid black widow, which are the babies that you saw a few minutes ago. I pulled those off so I could use this pot. I didn't want to make a bigger pot. I mean, because you got to understand the roots on these are like no bigger than my thumbnail. I mean, they're just tiny roots. So you don't want a huge pot for something so small. Honestly, I could have just used this, you know, but I mean, you know, obviously I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use these. So, but these came in very cold temperatures, and I was very fortunate that they didn't freeze to death like the other 3 that I got from him prior. He sent them, it was a debacle on shipment. I mean, he didn't even tell me that. He told me he was going to ship Monday. Monday came and went. And then I checked in on Friday, come to find out there was a problem, quote unquote, in shipping. And then that was the week that the sub-zero temperatures hit here in Ohio. And when they arrived, which ended up, he sent UPS, but he sent them on Friday, and I didn't get them till, I think, Monday. He doesn't care about weekend shipping. And I'm like, this is the first time, this is the biggest disappointment because I love his plants, but his shipping policies just suck. So if you buy from him, just be wary. I mean, that's the thing I hate the most is his shipping ethics. I just wish that he stuck to his shipping. I wish that he looked at the weather before shipping and he held them, and then he would communicate with his customers, but he doesn't. So just know that if you buy from him, you're pretty much on your own. But the thing is, he's a great person when it comes to making up for those 3 that were frozen. He didn't have to, but supposedly I'm getting my next shipment here next week. I should have it by Wednesday if he does it like he said he would. I should have it by Wednesday, and I should then have all the plants that I had ordered plus the ones he made up the difference for. So I'll go over that. I'll probably unbox that with you, and we'll go through all of this because it's really sad, because these are the most beautiful cacti I've ever had. And I'm just brokenhearted that I think the world of Carlos, but I'm brokenhearted that I don't trust him much anymore because of the shipping debacle that we've had. So yeah, we'll see. So anyways, let's move to the these guys. So my pings I moved over here because my monkey tail is still broken and I haven't done anything with him yet. So let's go ahead and now this is, yeah, that's right. This is tap water. I don't use tap water typically on pings, so I'm going to hold off on watering these guys just yet. But the flowers are blooming like crazy for this guy here. Yeah. Everybody over here has been watered. I don't have to worry about them. And then I have my Hoya Sarawak also over here, who, look at this. I mean, look at the leaves on that. That is just beautiful. I'm so happy to see a big leaf puff out because I was concerned with this one. It didn't like things very well here, but these look like that they're gonna do okay. I haven't watered this for a long time because it's wet for so long. It's usually moist when I do check it. Okay, so she can be watered, I think. We're at the dry point here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so we're gonna water her. She's not exactly dry, so. Now this one is the new Hoya Nicholsoniae, New Guinea Ghost. Looks dry. And she should be. She's been under the highest lights that I have. Nope, she's wet, which is interesting. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard for me to see what you see this at this far away. But yeah, so we're not going to water this one just yet. Probably in a couple of days. I do see growth on her, which is great because she's pretty new. Do you see that those little growths in here? I'll see if I can zoom in. But right where my knuckle is, growth, growth. And I think that's it. Yeah, we'll see. I do like having my Hoyas over here with my cacti. My little ones anyways. My big ones are too big just yet. I don't know. I might. Wilbur Graves doesn't like this bright light, so he won't be coming over here. But my Lisa loves bright light. Okay. Look at the size of this Wendlingerii. Look how much more she's grown since you saw her a week and a half ago. Now granted, this video won't be going out for a while, but this is only a week and a half later since you saw my plant tour. I think that's dry. I feel like she's dry. Shows moist, but we're gonna water her because this guy wants a lot of water. He's very wet. This should not need water. Yeah, no. Well, it shows it's kind of dry. I'm not going to water that or that. I know I've watered these in a few days. So I'm not going to bother with these. That one does need it, which I figured he did. I can tell he's starting to yellow on me. So we'll move these guys over. I know he was just redone. This was just, my Michelle was repotted, and the tree fern on top is completely dry. But he's still wet. So at that level, I'm going to wait, even though, to me, I see, but look. This is what you deal with, right? To me, it looks like he needs water. Yeah, so I think I am. I'm going to water this one too. And I know everyone else has been done, so I'm not worried about anybody else over here. I have dropped this one so many times. There's a scar right here. I don't trust myself. So I'm gonna move him over here. So we're gonna shower them off. The bigger ones are at the bottom for a reason. And the reason for that is if there's water droppings, which there will be, these are taller vessels. And I don't have to worry as much, too much water going on. Okay, and up here we're just going to do a quick clean off. And I'm fine with water getting down in there because this is watering time anyways. Okay. Now, I have to decide now what gets fertilized, what doesn't. This is the challenge because now I don't remember everything that was fertilized, but I think most everything has been except for this Hoya and this plant because they haven't been watered in a while. So I'm going to fertilize them. And I use, right now I'm using Jack's All-Purpose 2020. I use the weakest solution every watering or every other watering, depending on the no drainage. So remember, no drainage, you don't want that sitting in there every watering. And remember, every watering really means every 15 to 20 days, depending on how much I watered it the last time. Now, also in here, I have changed my habits and put my microbe lift in my water, in my fertilizer, on everything. And that kills the gnats. The larvae anyways. And you just water. And you kind of just water, and you watch it go down. I know my head's probably in the way, so I'm sorry. And then what was, oh, the Hoya. So she's gonna, she'll be happy with some fertilizer, I think. You see how tiny her little roots are? But they're all the way down at the bottom now. This was Woohoo Tropicals. He made this one from seed. And you wait just a little bit because you know that all of that is soaking up in the tree fern fiber mix, perlite, pumice. But if I don't see any water at the bottom, I give it another go. But this one, you see, we have plenty of water here. It's right there at that level. So this one's done. I don't think she's done yet because I don't see any. You also can really tell by the heaviness. So now I know she's done because I feel it's heavier. And I also see the water down here in the leca. So she's done. Now, I don't think I want to fertilize anymore. So what I'll do here is I'm going to make up just plain water in this tub with the Gnat drops. I never water without my Gnat drops, ever. If I do, I have to be like really out of it. That's the only thing that controls gnats, and it's great. So hold your ears, because now I'm going to turn the faucet on to fill up my gallon of water. Okay. Where's my towel? Making a mess. All right. Oh, it's so heavy. So now I just fill up this little container. I'm going to dump this because we have fertilizer. And water. Now I feel like this is heavy. So she's definitely got some water, unless it's just a heavier pot. Yeah. So I was right. So here's her water right here. I might have to dump some of that, but we'll see in a few minutes. I'm watering this one so much. Look at the roots on that. I mean, really, this is too small for it. But I'm not going to repot yet. There we go. Oh, it's heavy. I can't tell you enough how much these strap leaves want water. And thank you, F.A. from Monef's Jungle. It's because of her I learned that. And when I started doing more water, I started getting more leaves. And when I went to no drainage, they just took off. Okay, so that's that one. Oh, okay. It's loaded now. I will cut these flowers off, but on this on these plants that you've seen, but I'm just really honestly I don't care. This one's it's already open and ready. I might even let it go. I don't know. This is like its third or fourth flower. So this one doesn't have a root reservoir because it loves water so much. But look at so here's her flower. She's already raring to go. And then we've got another flower on the way. But I'm not a fan. I mean, I really like this plant when it's not yellowy like that. But I think that's just, it's trying to acclimate since I repotted it into here. So we'll see what this new leaf, the new leaf is what matters. So we'll see what this one turns out like, and then I'll adjust what I need to based off that leaf. I mean, you guys got to remember how much roots I take off these plants. We've got friends coming back home now. Nice. Hi. How'd everybody do? Okay, that's it for these. All right, I moved most of them out, and I forgot my Delta Force, and I need to do my Pallidiflorum micans, and my new tie is dry already. Let me just show you here. So I checked the moisture meter. The moisture meter showed dry, which I'm not surprised considering the roots on this thing. And then the moss is also dry. So that is where most of the roots are. So I need to make sure that the moss stays wet. And it will be getting fertilizer. I really sop to the micans because, you know, they have spider mites or can get spider mites really easy. And I don't see any, but I don't want to take that chance either. So she got a good soak. She's crazy. There we go. So I'm going to make up some fertilizer. This is just a 1/4 teaspoon. I don't know what you guys can see or can't see. This is just an iPhone. And then I put my drops in. I say that because I have too much dirt down here. I loaded the moss pole up with my tree fern fiber, and it's hard to tell other than like we're in the front where the water really is. I think that's good enough. So these are the last 2 pots. I have one more like this. I'm using in a stand in my room. I might get. But they're the last 2 nice pots I have that I used as cache pots. Maybe 1.5 years or so ago, before we redid so much of this plant room. So, can you see me? I don't know, it looks like you can. So what I want, I need to clean this out real quick. Cobwebs, but this is no drainage obviously, which is cool. So what I'm thinking here is I'd like to put my, yeah, like this. You know, it just seems like it'd be better for those pots because I find them so ugly compared to, if you look over here, you know, aesthetically to me, that looks so much better. It's dark outside. I don't think that helped at all. But that to me looks so much better. The clear pots and no drainage are so much more nicer looking to me than those ugly plastic drainage pots that I have over here. But you can't see, whoops, didn't like going that far. You can't see. So this one, I see where I put the Lux. I put that in its white, that big white pot, which I love. But then you have the Faustio's giant cross clary back there. You can't see its pot because of that giant leaf of my luxurians. So I'm not worried about getting a pot for that ugly drainage pot back there. So I think this looks really good. This to me looks aesthetically very pleasing to me with that in that pot. So that's that one. All right, so see the queen, she's in the drainage pot. I don't know if I mind it so much, but everybody else is in a drainage, no drainage pot, except for the elbow, which you can't see. And then I put my Michelle Black Widow in this pot, so I love that. So I'm thinking I need one for over here. Do I want a blue one or do I want the other? So let's try it. I won't fit in there. Oh, it's fine. Well, so the problem with that one is it's too big for that pot. It's a 10-inch pot, the drainage is. Are the others, let me go get the other one. I don't think this is going to be any taller. Fairly confident of that. Yeah. So it's the same. But what do you guys think? Which one's better looking? Oh. Oh, I think I like that. What do you guys think? I think I like that one. I like that one better. It really makes things pop a little bit over there in the corner. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I think I'll do it for now. Just keeping in mind that that queen is probably going to end up in a no drainage vessel at some point. And we won't have to worry about either of these pots. But for now, I think I really like that. I just want to spray this wonky leaf. For some reason or another, this leaf is trying to go a opposite direction. This is drying out. Now I just use tap water for my Droseras. They don't care. These mine don't. They do care that they get a lot of light though. Oh. I know my lighting stinks today, but not much I can do about that. All these new shoots coming out. They're just laying in. I think what I need to do, I think I need to get these out of these square glass pots and put them in a regular smaller pot so we don't have this situation. Where'd it go? Squirt him to try to loosen up this leaf the best that I can. Now, I could water him, but I don't think he's just ready yet. I'm gonna give it, so today is Thursday. Saturday is when I usually do a big watering, so we're gonna go with that. Working on the pally. So I use just plain water, and then I will, on new leaves, I put in, it's called Healthy Leaf from Russo Plant Care. It's magnesium kelp. I don't know if it helps, but you can put this little up to 1 milliliter. I usually only do 0.25 in that container. It's okay. I mean, I keep the same water in for about a week and still spritz, and then I rinse it out. I put regular water in and I'll spritz, and I usually use this every other week or whenever I think about it, but mainly on new leaves. It says, leaves need nutrients too. Healthy leaf darkens leaves, protects against the effect of low humidity, and improves aerial root growth. Magnesium, the heart of chlorophyll, is combined with organic acids and extracts from 9 plants so that it's easily absorbed. Kelp sends a signal to the roots to tell them it's time to grow. Healthy leaf works with the nutrient and in the perfect addition to the healthy root and aeroid food. It's great for all soil medium types. So, yeah. I'm not recommending it, but that's what I use. I filled this up with my, what's that water called? It's not tap water. I don't know. You have to buy it. It's in a bottle. We'll just say bottled water. So let's do the pinks. So it's been like 2 days since you just saw that video. Yeah, 2 days later, I edited my video and found that I did not record the ping watering and all of that good stuff. So I'm giving you some time back. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk at you next time. Bye.